What's going on, guys? Adrian here from It's Me, Adrian Long channel, Trains channel, speaking to you. And I got a CityRail network brochure, CityRail brochure. When I was taken out of the cupboard on the maybe, I think it's maybe maybe Tuesday, I think, which is the day before yesterday. CityRail was actually one of the out of date ones. CityRail was still back in use back in 2012 or early 2013. When you unfold it, you find this thing here. It says CityRail network includes Southwest Rail Link under construction. And here's all the train maps, including I don't know. And there's all the trains, including suburban and outer suburban. And down directly below is the station index. From here all the way to here. Go in alphabetical order. Where I'm staying here is Regent's Park. I like to stay here. And I almost forgot. CityRail suburban train lines, eastern suburbs, and the Illawarra line, which go from Bondi Junction to Cronulla and Waterfall, and from Waterfall to Cronulla to Bondi Junction, and which will terminate 3 terminus. Bankstown line, and by the way, I almost forgot. Eastern suburbs and Illawarra line were color coded as blue. Bankstown line was color coded as orange, which will go around the city circle and go and terminate at Lidcombe or at Liverpool. Inner West line were color coded as maybe light purple. Cumberland line were color coded as maybe pinkish purple, or I think. Airport East's line, which is also, next one is the icon right there. See here? Alright, as you can see, this thing here, it says like the airplane icon over there. And down below is the peak hours only, which is merely the same ones, like these two things. South line were color coded as light blue. North Shore and Western line were color coded as yellow, I think. Back in South line, you will just go around the city circle, same thing. And North Shore and West line goes from here, go to the North Shore to Brochure, Richmond, Emu Plains, Penrith, and same thing, peak hours only. Northern line, which is going to Epping to Hornsby via Macquarie University, and Carlingford line was go from Clyde to Carlingford, and from Carlingford to Clyde, which is also color coded as maybe blackish, maybe bluish black, and just North Line just color coded as red. Olympic Park Sprint and Special Event Services were color coded as white. And down below is CityRail intercity train lines. South Coast Line, which were color coded as gray and blue. From Central to Kiama and down to Nara, I think. Southern Highlands Line from MacArthur. Southern Highlands Line from Central and from Campbelltown to Goulburn. As you can see here, it's not electrified. Philomaeo, Coachar, Buxton, Barmore, Hilldale, Culvale, Burrowang, Robertson, and this right here is following all stops to Bathurst. Blue Mountains Line, same thing. From Central to Lithgow, or Low to Mountain Victoria, which will terminate. Newcastle and Central Coast Line, which will go from Central to Newcastle. CityRail Regional Train Line. On the far bottom, on the directly below, is a 100 line from Newcastle to Dungog and Scone, and from Scone to Dungog to Newcastle, which will be all stops or limited stops. CityRail bus services. South Coast to Southern Highlands and Barrow to Picton Loop Line were in green, which is over there. Bathurst to Lithgow with one asterisk, which is over there. Toronto to Fassifern. I've never mentioned that. Black Hills Park, go to Toronto, which is color coded as red. Same thing as the Newcastle Central Coast Line and Northern Line. And down directly below again is Lilyfield Line, operated by Metro Light Rail, separate fares apply. And you can see from Central to Lilyfield, and which will terminate. This normally terminates at Lilyfield when the light rail extends to maybe Dulwich Hill, and also when the monorail was demolished in July 2013. Transport interchanges. This thing icon means interchange between CityRail services, bus, including bus transitways, ferry wharf near station, monorail stop near station. Alright, no stop near station was demolished. That's same thing. Ferry icon, tram icon means tram, coach icon means coach. Sydney Airport means airplane icon means Sydney Airport, or P icon means car park near station. And down directly below is stations with wheelchair access, Wheelchair access. I don't know what that means. These two are the different ones. There's icons. Wheelchair access staff for. So anyway, back to this one. Wheelchair access staff for all train services. Wheelchair access not staff for all train services. Which are these two. And the triangle within the ring, it means assisted access may be accessible with help from the friend or courier. Please check prior to travel. And what I'm going to call that one is focus. There we go. All network 2009 timetable December 2009 grid CMYK 440 times 300 by 370 millimeter A3 oversized. Copyright Railcorp December 2009. Oh, I mean 2009. And on top of that is Southwest Rail Link under construction, and it was completed and unannounced was completed in November 2014. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. And now all I have to do is to move on to the next one, which is the map. And here's a city map. And it is on the southwest is Redfern Station. Right there, right here on the northeast, directly to the northeast is Central Station. Many buses, light rail, buses, coaches, and stuff like that. It's Town Hall, Wynyard, Circle Quay, St. James, Museum, Martin Place, King's Cross, and I don't think I'll go to North Sydney and Chatswood. That's strange. To Hurstville, to Airport, and to Olympic Park, Parramatta, and Blue Mountains. And on the top left hand corner is the street directory. From here all the way to here, going in alphabetical order. As you can see, I'm going to read it in alphabetical order. Abercrombie Street, F5. Adelaide Street, K5. Albert Street, L14. Albion Street, K3. Alfred Street, K14. Allen Street, E20. Anzac Parade, N6. Argyle Place, G13. Art Gallery Road, L182. Arthur Street, L5. B. Balfour Street, F6. Baptist Street, L8. Excuse me. Balcom Avenue, P3. Barak Street, H17. Bellevue Street, K4. Belmore Street, K4, same. Belvoir Street, K6, Bennett Street, M5, Bent Street, K15, Bland Street, N18, Blythe Street, K16, Bond Street, J16, Baronia Street, K8, Burke Street, M4, Boundary Street, K3, Bradfield Highway, J13, Bridge Street, J15, Brisbane Street, L2, Broadway, E4, Bram Street, P20, Buckingham Road, J7, Bulwara Road, E1, Bund Street, E19, Burden Street, M2, Butt Street, J5. Cahill Expressway, J14, Campbell Street, L3, Caroline Street, E7, Carrington Street, H16, Castlereagh Street, J2, Cathedral Street, L19, Central Street, J20, Chalmers Street, J6, Chelsea Street, M8, Chippen Street, F6, Chisholm Street, N3, Circular Quay West, J13, Clarence Street, H16, Clark Street, K1, Cleveland Street, K7, Crystal Street, K6, College Street, L20, Collins Street, L5, Commerce Street, P3, Commonwealth Street, K3, Cooper Street, Redfern, Cooper Street, Surrey Hills, J5, same thing. Cooper Wharf Roadway, N17, Round Street, M20, Cumberland Street, H15, Dale Street, Dale Avenue, F6, Daly Street, J15, Daniel Street, E6, Daniel Street, E5, Darling Drive, F20, Darlinghurst Road, N3, Davy Street, L6, Devonshire, K5, Dixon Street, H1, Douglas Street, H1, same thing, H1, Dowling Street, P20, Druid Street, H19, Eastern Distributor, N6, Eddy Avenue, J3, Elizabeth Street, K1, Erskine Street, G17, Eveleigh Street, F7. Fig Lane, E1, Fitzroy Street, M5, Flinders Street, N3, Ferb Street, N20, Foster Street, K2, Fove Street, K4, Francis Street, L1, George Street, H3, Gloucester Street, H15, Goodlet Street, K7, Goulburn Street, K1, Grafton Street, E5, Greens Road, P5, Great Buckingham Street, J8, Griffith Street, N18, Grosvenor Street, H15, Hannam Street, N4, Harbour Street, G20, Harmer Street, N18, Harrington Street, J15, Harris Street, E1, Harwood Street, E19, Hay Street, H2, Hickson Street, G13, High Street, G13, High Holborn Street, L7, Hill Street, M4, Holt Street, K5, Hopwell Street, P4, Hospital Road, L17, Hudson Street, F6, Hugo Street, F7, Hunter Street, J16, Hutchinson Street, N4, Irish Street, P5, Ivy Street, E7, James Street, G7, Jamison Street, H816, Jesson Street, L6, Jones Street, E2, Josephson Street, N5, Kelly Street, E3, Kensington Street, G5, Kent Street, H16, King Street, H17, Kippax Street, K4, Knox Street, E5, Lacey Street, L5, Lang Street, H15, Lawson Street, E8, Lee Street, G5, Lincoln Crescent, N17, Little Evely Street, E8, Little Hay Street, N2, Liverpool Street, J1, Loftus Street, K15, Lewis Street, F7, Lower Fort Street, H13, McElhone Street, P20, Macquarie Street, L18, Margaret Street, H16, Marlin Street, F8, Market Street, H18, Marlborough Street, K7, Marshall Street, M5, Mary Street, K4, Marion Street, E3, Meagher Street, F6, Moore Park Road, P5, Moore Street, M7, Mountain Street, E3, Mrs. Macquarie's Road, N16, Murray Street, E19, Myrtle Street, E6, same thing. Now to Napler Street, M4, Nichols Street, M5, Nixon Street, L7, Nithsdale Street, K1, Knob Street, M6, Norton Street, L5, O'Connell Street, J16, O'Connor Street, E5, Owen Street, E4, I think, maybe, Oxford Street, L1, Palmer Street, M20, Park Street, J19, Parkham Street, M7, Pelican Street, L2, Phelps Street, M6, Phillips Street, K17, Pierce Street, G1, Pine Street, E6, Pitt Street, J3, Plunkett Street, N18, Poplar Street, L2, Prince Albert Road, L18, Prospect Street, M5, Pierremont Street, E19, Quarry Street, E1, Key Street, G2, Queen Street, F5, Rainford Road, L6, Randall Street, J5, Redfern Street, G8, Regent Street, G6, Renwick Street, G7, Reservoir Street, K3, Richards Avenue, M5, Rich Street, M7, Riley Street, L4, Rutland Street, J5, get out of the way, Selwyn Street, N5, Shepherd Road E6, Short Street M3, Sir John Young Crescent M19, Snail Street E4, Smith Street L3, South Dowling Street N7, Spring Street J16, St. James Road K18, St. Mary's Road L18, St. Peter's Street M20, Stanley Street L20, Sussex Street H19, Taylor Street N3, Thomas Street G3, Trinity Avenue H13, Tudor Street L6, Turner Street G8, Ultimo Road G3, Underwood Street J15, Union Street E18, Vine Street E6, Victoria Street P2, get out of the way, Wayne Street L2, Waterloo Street K5, Wartle Street E2, Wellington Street F5, Wentworth Avenue K2, West Street P3, Western Distributor F20, William Street L20, William Henry Street E2, Wilmont Street J20, Wilton Street K7, Windmill Street G13, York Street H16, Young Street K15, Yurong Street L1, and Yurong Street L1, of course. Places of interest. Let's zoom in. Scenic sites. 1. Chinatown H2. 2. Exhibition Center F1. 3. Government House M13. 4. Observatory H13. 5. Sydney Convention Center F20. 6. Sydney Harbour Bridge K11. 6A. Bridge Climb J11. 7. Sydney Tower J18. 8. Sydney Town Hall H19. 9. Martin Place J17. Museums and galleries. 10. Art Gallery of New South Wales M17. Get out of the way. 11. Australian Museum L20. 12. Brett Whiteley Studio Museum M6. 13. Customs House K14. 14. Justice and Police Museum L14. 15. Museum of Contemporary Art J14. Since I've been there since November 30th, which has been on Monday. The Mint 16. The Mint L18. 17. The Museum of Sydney K15. 18. The Australian National Maritime Museum F18. 19. Powerhouse Museum F2. State Library New South Wales L16. Historical. 21. Anti-War Memorial K20. 22. Cameron's Cottage J13. 23. Conservatorium of Music L15. 24. Barracks L18. 25. Victoria Barracks P5. Churches. 26. St. Andrew's Cathedral Age 20. 27. St. Mary's Cathedral. L18. Parks and Wildlife. 28. Chinese Gardens. G1. 29. Hyde Park. K19. 30. Moore Park. N7. 31. Cook and Phillip Park. L19. 32. Prince Alfred Park. H6. 33. Tambalong Park. G1. The Domain. No, not Domain. 34. The Domain. M17. 35. Royal Botanic Gardens. M15. 36. Sydney Aquarium. G18. Entertainment. 37. Capitol Theatre. J2. 38. Cinema District. H20. 39. The Entertainment Center. G2. 40. City Recital Hall. J17. 41. IMAX Theater. G20. 42. Star City Casino, which is now the Star. E17. 43. State Theater. J18. 44. Sydney Opera House. M12. Excuse me. 45. Sydney Theatre Company. H12. 46. Theatre Royal. J17. Shopping. 47. David Jones. K18. 48. Meyer. J18. 49. Harborside Shopping Center. F19. 50. Paddy's Market. G2. 51. Peach Street Mall. J18. 52. Queen Victoria Building. J19. Tertiary Education Institutions. 53. National Art School. N2. 54. TAFE NSW Sydney Institute. F3. 55. University of Technology Sydney. F4. 56. University of New South Wales College of Fine Arts. P4. Key to map symbols. Train line. Underground train line, which resembles the broken line. Tram. Blue line. Monorail line, which is in a thin pink line, which is also closed in July 2013. CityRail's station. Coach terminal. Ferry wharf. Hospital. Monorail station. Bus stop. Taxi rank. Tram stop. Police and information center. Not to scale. Sidway. Reference grid and reference are not from maps 55, 56, 65, 60 of Sidway Station 10, 2005. Sidway probably limited 2005. I know that's a big deal. And down below is the Family Fun Day Sunday. Enjoy unlimited travel on Sydney's buses, trains, and ferries for just $2.50 per person when traveling with at least one adult and one child. And let's see, terms and conditions apply. An eligible child is aged under 16 years or 16 to 18 years with a valid school travel pass or current 202 cards. Infants under 4 travel free. Transport information of people in the move. 131500.com.au. For more transport information, visit 131500.com.au or call 131500. Excuse me. turn this one over 90 degrees. Your guide to the CityRail network 2010. Updated with my zone ticket information. Welcome aboard. Or is it written in red? New South Wales government, CityRail. Turn to the 180 degrees. Is your line online. Visit www.cityrail.info. The CityRail website is your guide to travel on the network. Search train timetables, check station facilities, find the right ticket, and calculate your fare. Get up-to-the-minute information on special events services, service interruptions, track work, and replacement bus services. Subscribe to our weekly track work email for the lines you travel on. Plus, there's all the latest news on CityRail initiatives, new projects, and places to see in and around Sydney. Down below is Blue Mountains by train and bus. The Blue Mountains Explorer Link ticket. We've made it easy. Enjoy the view. I know it's a ticket. 1 day Blue Mountains Explorer Link ticket. Return same day CityRail travel to Katoomba Station. All day access to the hop on hop off Explorer bus, the red double-decker, stopping at 30 attractions around the Blue Mountains. Off-peak return ticket from Central to Katoomba stations start from $46.80 for an adult and $23.40 followed by the asterisk for a child. Same thing again. 3-day Blue Mountains Explorer Link ticket. Returning CityRail travel to anywhere between Wentworth Falls and Zigzag stations. Access to the hop-on, hop-off Explorer bus over 3 days. Off-peak return ticket from Central to Katoomba station start from $66.80 for an adult and $33.40 for a child. An asterisk bullet. It says prices are correct at time of printing. These tickets are not available to have fare concession holders. Pensioner fares are only available to the 1 day Explorer Link ticket. And here's the website. It says www.cityrail.info. Transport info 131-500 TTY 1-800-367-500. Typewriters hearers is hearing inspection. And customer telling me. They're right now. Explorer bus CityRail New South Wales government. Alright. And I almost forgot. And I don't know. There it is. There it is. I don't know. So here it is. H3. No. And then here's the Oscar with a destination board indicator showing Central. That's all about enough. And there's a picture of 3 sisters. And there's my parents. My dad is holding a toddler along with my mom. So here it is on the front. So to take a look at the back, shall we? Okay. The first on the top left corner is navigating network. It's easy to find your way around if you see the CityRail network map and follow these steps. Step 1. The network map overleaf shows the color-coded system used for the individual lines. Locate the stations you want to travel between by using the alphabetical system index. Then note the lines, names, and the colors. You may need to travel on more than one line, so make sure you find the nearest interchange station where you can change from one line to the other. Timetable booklets and timetable station posters are available for each line, and these match the color of the line. Step 2. At your first station, buy a ticket and follow the station service indicators and signs to get to the platform you need. At interchange stations, follow the signs to the line you need to interchange to or to another mode of transport. Step 3. When you get to your destination, the local map is provided, as are street name signs, which will direct you out of the station. For all your ticketing and timetable inquiries or advice on what services you should be using, telephone transport info on 131500 or go to the online trip planner at www.131500.com.au. Getting to the center of the Sydney. Most CityRail lines in Sydney have connections to the City Circle, not CityRail. Sorry, the loop around Sydney City Centre. Sydney City Centre. You'll find 6 stations on the City Circle: Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Circular Quay, St. James, and Museum. If you ask for a single ticket to the city, your ticket will allow you to get off at any time of these stations, as well as King's Cross and Martin Place, which are also considered city stations. You can return from any of the city stations with a return ticket to the city. This means, for example, if you begin our day in the city at Chinatown but finish at the Opera House, you can get off your train in the morning at Central Station and return home from Circular Quay Station that afternoon. I don't see it because it's orange, so anyway. Most city stations are underground, so look out for the signage of street level. And then stations look seen on platform number 4. Tangara, which is behind platform number 5. Next, I don't see these lines. My Zone tickets. There are a variety of tickets available: one-way, single, return, off-peak return, and different types of periodical tickets that can save you money. There are also My Multi-tickets that combine train, bus, and ferry travel. Please note, single and return off-peak tickets are only valid on the day of purchase. Ticket vending machines are at most stations, or you can buy your ticket from the staff at the ticket office. But don't forget, if you buy a single return or off-peak return ticket, you can only travel from Station A to Station B as printed on the ticket. However, if your ticket says city as a destination, it is valid for use at any of the 8 city stations. For example, a return ticket to the city allows you to get on and off once from any of these stations. Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, Circular Quay, St. James Museum, King's Cross, Martin Place. If you're traveling for a month or longer, consider buying your My Train or My Multi tickets online at www.cityrail.info. I see this woman right there. So anyways, next, airport line. Going to or from Sydney's Kingsford Smiths Airport. Sydney's airport line is the fastest and easiest way to travel there. Avoid traffic jams by taking this direct train link to the heart of Sydney and connections to all CityRail suburban and intercity stations. These stations of domestic and international are located centrally within each airport with lift and escalator access. As the airport stations are privately owned, there's an access fee to enter or exit them, which is added to your CityRail fare. If there's no ticket, vending machine and the ticket window is also closed, your ticket will need to be purchased as soon as you reach your destination. How to go through the ticket barriers. Put your ticket in ticket barrier slot with an arrow facing away with you. All tickets are returned to you from the top of the barrier and the gates open to let you through. Only single tickets are not returned at your destination as you're automatically taken. For your safety, please use a wide access gate if you have a luggage, a pram, a bicycle, are in a wheelchair, are traveling with a large group, or are pregnant. You see the picture of my train holding the ticket. Go in the barrier. Sorry. Traveling safety. Not safety. Safely. Your safety is important to us at CityRail, so you find closed-circuit TV cameras and emergency help points on all stations, as well as night-safe areas after 7 p.m. and patrolling security staff and police. Please be aware of the gap between the train and the platform and step carefully onto the train, especially if you're traveling with a pram, and make sure you stand clear of the train doors when you are closing to avoid being caught by them. They're not like lift doors. They don't reopen when something is in the way. Emergency help point, which is located on the bottom right hand corner. A safe journey. Transit officers work closely with New South Wales Police to patrol trains and platforms to ensure the journey is a safe one. They have an authority to issue on-the-spot fines as well as the power of arrest. The police is holding this one. Oscar. Next, choosing your ticket. If you catch more than one mode, train, bus, ferry, you'll use my train or my multi, my bus or my multi, my ferry or my multi. Benefits: unlimited travel on bus and ferry, plus travel in 3 different train zones. Simplified fare bands and fewer tickets. 1 ticket for both private and government buses. Simplified fare bands and fewer tickets. Simplified fare bands and fewer tickets. Alright, these things here is I don't know. Sorry. Visit www.cityrail.info for fare and ticketing terms and conditions. Alternatively, call 131500 or ask a member of CityRail staff. There's for 4 tickets. There. Next. Other helpful information. CityRail trains. Most of the trains have 2 decks with stair access to the upper and lower levels. CityRail trains that go further than the Sydney suburban area are inner city trains, and most have toilet facilities as well as air conditioning. Times of operation. Most CityRail trains run from around 4 a.m. to about midnight. Night ride buses transport passengers throughout the suburban Sydney area until train services run again in the early hours of the morning. On the platform, please remember to listen to announcements and check the indicator of where the next train on the platform is going, especially on larger stations where more than one train line departs from the same platform. Some peak hour services might not stop at all the stations, so make sure you check. There's the blue line over there. Next, accessible facilities. Many of the stations have accessible features such as lifts, tactile tiles for a visually impaired, and of course, if you need assistance getting on or off the train, let the station staff know beforehand. For further information, pick up a copy of the Accessing CityRail brochure or visit the CityRail website at www.cityrail.info. Track work. This one looks here. It's replacing the C. Work. Track work. In order for the tracks to be maintained, we sometimes have to replace trains with buses between stations. To check when this is happening as at the local station, visit www.cityrail.info or call Transport Info on 131500. You can also subscribe to our free track work email service and have information about work on your line emailed to you. Next, in a city with CityRail, virtually every Sydney city experience is close to the City Circle station. For example, the City Harbour Bridge and the Sydney Opera House are both near Circular Quay station, where you can also catch a ferry for the best views of Sydney Harbour. Here's a sample of attractions to the city with the closest station named to the right. And also here are a list of the attractions, which are color coded as blue: Chinatown, Darling Harbour / Cockle Bay, George Street Cinemas, Hyde Park, King Street Wharf, Paddy's Market and / Market City, Pitt Street Mall, Queen Victoria Building, Royal Botanic Gardens and the Domain, Star City Casino, which is now the Star, Sydney Aquarium, Sydney Tower, Sydney Entertainment Centre, Sydney Opera House, the Capitol Theatre, the Rocks District, and the State Theatre. And on the right side is the CityRail, and here's the list of the CityRail station, which are color coded as orange. Central Town Hall, the same. Museum, Liverpool Street and or St. James, Town Hall or Wynyard, Central, then the tram or walk, Town Hall or St. James, Town Hall, Martin Place, Central, then the tram, Town Hall, St. James or Town Hall, Central, then the tram or walk, Circular Quay, Central, Circular Quay, Town Hall or St. James. No, these two are the same. And here's the Sydney Harbour Bridge right in front of the Queen Victoria Building, and so within a 5-kilometer radius of Central Station, you'll find some of the attractions that make Sydney such a colorful and exciting place, and CityRail take you there to sample the sound of Sydney's famous Bondi Beach. Buy a Bondi Beach ticket at any CityRail station, travel on the Eastern Suburbs line to Bondi Junction, and hop on the 333 bus, prepaid tickets only. To learn to surf, play the game of beach volleyball or roller skate along the promenade of Manly Beach. Take a train to Circular Quay and catch a ferry for a scenic ride to Manly. To party in the nightclubs of King's Cross or watch the world go by in the cafes of Victoria Street, take the eastern suburbs line directly to King's Cross. To experience a working fish market and feast on the freshest of seafood, take the train to Central and connect with a tram to the city's fish market at Piermont. Platforms at city stations, just like the City Trains New South Wales Train Link channel back in 2014. Use the chart below to find which city station platform you need to go to for your line. Please note that subject to need change during planned track work or service interruptions. CityRail train line, eastern suburbs. Illawarra. That already. I already guessed it. In like City Trains New South Wales Training, who already said that. Sorry. Never mind. Further afield onto into suburban Sydney. CityRail's network change. It's easy to explore the secrets of Sydney, usually known to the locals. Most people have heard of Bondi, but did you know Cronulla is one of the most popular beaches in Sydney? Take the Illawarra line straight to Cronulla Station, or travel a little further into Sydney's Royal National Park to see its range of habitats: coastal heath, lush rainforests, woodland, and estuarine systems. Systems. You'll enjoy them all. Simply take the Illawarra line to Loftus, Engadine, Heathcotes, or Waterfalls stations. For an experience of Asia in Australia, head to Cabramatta, Sydney's best keep gourmet secret. Cabramatta boasts a bustling marketplace with exotic fruits, vegetables, and special ingredients needed for more than a dozen Southeast Asian cuisines. Or sample with the cuisine and on offer at special soup stands, food stalls, and specialty stores. Take the South Line or Inner West Line to Cabramatta. Main street walking by. The picture. There's the woman walking by with the camera, along with the man. Beyond Sydney, looking for a weekend break beyond the city. And next time is a color code is green background. Many areas surrounding Sydney are perfect holiday destinations. Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, just over a 2-hour ride from Central Station. The Blue Mountains offer natural beauty, spectacular rock formations, national wildlife, quaint villages, and great food and accommodation. For total flexibility, the Blue Mountains Explorer ticket includes the CityRail train at Katoomba Station, as well as the hop-on, hop-off Red Explorer bus tour, which will take you to 30 locations throughout the mountains. There and down below is the Three Sisters. Central Coast, Newcastle and the Hunter region, north of Sydney. The Hawkesbury River Station provides the best access to explore the bushland or take the kayak tour along the meandering Hawkesbury River. Venture further up the line and connecting buses from Woy Woy, Gosford and Wyong stations will transport you to glorious beaches along the Central Coast, such as Terrigal and the Entrance, or visit Tuggerah Lakes. You see, I went there since 2014 and 2013 or so. So, anyways, and also photo Mike Newing, courtesy Tourism New South Wales. All right, tastes, the culture and nightlife of Newcastle, the gateway to the Hunt region. From Fassifern Station, connecting buses to the lakeside village of Toronto, where you can relax on the houseboat, go swimming or fishing on Lake Macquarie. For a taste of culture and nightlife, take a train from Central Station to Newcastle, gateway to the Hunter region, to experience gourmet food and wine, excellent surf beaches, romantic coastal retreats, a rich maritime history, and excellent galleries and museums. And next, the experience, the rolling hills, winding lanes, and the fresh air of scenic villages of the Southern Highlands, south of Sydney. See, the color code is green. Anyway, the Southern Highlands offer an English-style landscapes, a cool climate, charming villages with gorgeous gardens, and some of Australia's best charming country. Cricket fans, take note, Barrow Station is a convenient stop for a Sir Donald Bradman Museum, and you'll find fabulous accommodation, cozy cafes, and stylish shops, in this picturesque town. Throughout the region, there are orchards, wineries, and renowned wool and cattle properties. You can experience the rolling hills, winding lanes, and the fresh air of scenic villages close to the stations, including Barrow, Bunanoon, and Mossvale. Simply take the East Hills line to Campbelltown and change for the Southern Highlands line. The next one is South Coast, south of Sydney. Ride the train through the Royal National Park and enjoy breathtaking views of the rugged coastline, including the Bulli Tops, as you head to the city of Wollongong. The train takes you via the dramatic cliff entry to Wollongong from the north through Stanwell Park to the lighthouse at Flagstaff Point. You'll also find the area has a range of attractions, from the beauty of the working fishing harbor and the fabulous North Beach near North Wollongong Station to the tranquility of the magnificent Nantian Buddhist temple near Unanderra Station. Closer to Sydney, Waterfall and Otford stations are perfect places to start a variety of bushwalking activities before you move on to beaches near Austin Mere at Thirroul stations, heading towards Wollongong. Further along the line from Wollongong, there's a blowhole at Kiama, where ocean waves can shoot up to 60 meters above ground level. And don't leave the area without taking a walk through beautiful Myanmar rainforest. It is an absolute must. Down here is the beach, and down directly below is breathtaking. Enjoy breathtaking views or the rugged coastline, beautiful rainforest walks, and stunning beaches on the south coast. And the second last, and then photo Nick. Anyway, second last. Want to know more? Look for CityRail's wide range of brochures available at most stations. Go to CityRail website at www.cityrail.info. Call Transport Info 131500. Visit CityRail Information Centers at Central, Circular Quay, Town Hall, or King's Cross stations. And on the above is the picture photo. Then who talks to? Courtesy Tourism New South Wales. And the last one. Did you know 304.8 million passenger journeys were made on CityRail in 2008 to 2009, the vast majority of them by weekday commuters going to and from workplaces. On weekdays, about 500,000 customers make about 990,000 journeys using CityRail. CityRail patronage is currently growing at 2.9% per year. In March 2008, for the first time, passengers took more than 1 million journeys on the network in a single day. There are 307 CityRail stations. There are 1,648 electric and 42 diesel carriages in the CityRail fleet. CityRail operates on over 2,100 kilometers of track. Note, 1,390 kilometers is owned by RailCorp and the balance is owned by Australian Rail Track Corporation. And the last one, color coded is orange, after color coded is blue. For further information, including fleet diagrams and detailed statistics, visit www.cityrail.info. Information is correct as it's December 2009. So anyways, this is the CityRail's wide range of brochures. I'm going to wrap the vlog up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, favorite for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Goodbye for now.